into a stretch to the middle splits. So we're going to do a mixture of dynamic stretches where we stay active, and we're going to do some static stretching. And just always remember to modify it to where your body needs. You may need more than me, you may need less than me, and it may depend on the day. So just pay attention to your body and go to where you feel the stretch, but not to where you are overstretching. So we're going to start out standing up, toes pointed out, and we're going to lower into a plie, come up, squeeze the inner thighs, squeeze your glutes as you come up, and then inhale and exhale. Couple more. And come down here and hold it, and we're going to pulse. Little pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, I want you to think about pulling your knees back towards the wall. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, hands on your hips. Going to hinge forward, up and squeeze. Do that 2 more times. This next time, you're just going to hinge all the way forward. Try to touch the ground. Hold. And now straighten your legs. Turn your toes forward. You're going to come to a wide-legged forward fold. You can rock from side to side, very gently. You can take your hands and walk them back behind you. Using your arms and hands as leverage to get you deeper into it. And then you can lift back up, walk over to the right side and hold. And walk over to the left side and hold. Come back to the middle and come up. We're going to do a lateral lunge to the right. So knee tracking over your toe, same direction, and come up. 2, 3, 4. Other side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up. Now you're going to lower all the way to the right side into a Cossack squat. And walk your hands forward. Hold the stretch. 2 breaths. Walk your hands in. Now I want you to take your seat to the ground. And you're going to walk your hands back out, pushing this knee outwards, and you're going to walk more to at a diagonal. You should feel this in both of your inner thighs. Hold. And walk it in. Come back up into that Cossack squat. You're going to transition to the other side. You can stand all the way up and move over, or just stay low. Walk your hands out. Walk your hands in and drop to your seat. And then here we go again. You're going to push this knee outward, and you're going to go to a diagonal. And walk it back up. Come into a squat, a low squat. You're just going to hold. Push your knees out just a little bit. Walk side to side. Okay, so now we're going to come to all fours. rotate and reverse it. Let's do that 2 more times. And other side. Last one. Okay, let's take it down. Take the bottoms of your feet together into a butterfly. You're just going to fold over. Think about keeping your back flat as you fold over, as if you're trying to touch your belly button to your feet. Come up, feet flat. Twist it out a couple times. Okay, now we're ready to move into that straddle. So we're going to take this in a few different phases. We're going to start with your first straddle. This is not as deep as you can go when you're working towards the split. So don't try to push yourself to as far as you can go. But start out with that. Just think of it as your first straddle, okay? We want to be active in this one, so you're not near as far out as you could be. Okay, from here, you're going to engage your thighs, and you're going to hinge forward, and then you're going to lift yourself up. So you may only go just a little bit, or you might can go all the way to the ground and tap and come up. Like I said, if you can only go halfway, that's fine. You should feel your inner thighs working. So fold and lift. Let's do 3 more. Okay, last one. I want you to hold this for a few seconds. For 3, 2, and 1. Come up. Okay, we're ready to move to our second straddle. So you're going to widen your legs out a little bit more, but not too much. You're still not to that very end range of your flexibility. Okay, we're going to hinge again. You will notice that you are not able to hinge as far this time because your stretch has lengthened. You are in a deeper stretch than you were last time. So find that spot for you. And you're just going to hinge to that, and even if you can just lean forward just a little bit, just to where you feel the engagement in your inner thighs, okay? And you feel them working. So go to that spot and lift. Lower and lift. And I just want to remind you, don't take it too far, okay? Don't push the limits here. Just go into where you feel it and lift. Let's do 1 more and hold it. Okay. So now we're going to get even wider. So now we're getting to where your end range is right now. Okay? So sitting up right here before you even try to hinge forward, you should feel the stretch. You can engage your quads and engage your glutes, and you're going to feel a deeper stretch. And in just a second, we're going to hinge over. Okay, this time it's not going to be active. You're going to use your hands and walk yourself out to where you can go. But I want you to remember to keep your back flat and think about leading like you want your belly button to touch first. So don't think nose to ground or forehead to ground. The only way your nose or forehead should hit the ground is if your torso is there first, if your chest and your stomach have made it there first. So let's walk it out, and we're going to hold. Try to keep everything engaged and try to externally rotate so that your knees are pointing up to the ceiling. And walk it up. Okay, we're going to do that again. I want you to take your hands, place one in front, one behind. I want you to dig your heels into the ground. So your heels are dug into the ground. I want you to lift up and scoot your pelvis forward. So you should feel that stretch. Keep everything engaged. So you are farther out than you were during the last straddle. Okay, walk it out. And we're going to hold. Good job. Walk it out. We're going to do one more thing and then we'll come out of this. So we're going to walk it back out and then we're going to roll forward so that your inner thighs are facing the ground. Okay, it doesn't mean they're going to touch the ground and you may need more support than somebody else. You may need less support. So make sure you're using your hands to help you so that you don't go too deep in this, okay? So walk out, and if your flexibility allows, flip over so that your inner thighs and the arch of your foot are facing the ground. Or rock back a little bit. And then walk back up. Bring your legs in. You're going to extend the left leg. Bring the right leg over, cross it over, and twist to the right side. And switch sides. Bring the bottoms of your feet to the floor. Drop your knees to one side. Drop your knees to the other. Let's do that 2 more times. Okay, come up to a kneeling position, toes on the ground. You're just going to drop your seat in between your toes. Bring your knees hold. And come back up. And real quick, I want to show you a good passive stretch that you can do using the wall. I'm going to grab my socks. And for me, this part of my wall gets in the way when I try to do this. So ideally, I would do it on a bed against the wall. But for the purposes of this video, this is the best place. So you're going to bring your seat to the wall and extend your legs up the wall. You're just going to passively let them fall. You can sit here for a little bit like this. And then if you want to deepen the stretch, you can try to work your heels down. Instead, this part of my wall kind of stands in my way here. There we go. And you just hold. passive stretch using the wall, where you use the weight of your legs to just pull you into that straddle. So let me know below if you have any questions, and if you subscribe, like, and comment, and let me know what kind of videos you want to see.